All right. So today we're gonna go do just a little more turtle. This is a little game that I found. I just kind of want to show you guys the power of turtle and some of the stuff you can do. For the final, there is you have a decision, big decisions you gotta make. You gotta decide which of the final projects you want to do. And I haven't had anybody do the game portion in Python or in Turtle yet, so just gonna give you guys an example of what it can do. Here we go. So first of all, as always, we're gonna import Turtle. Not in all caps because it won't work. So what have I done so far?
Set the background color to orange.
Pretty easy.
WN, your turtle.
That's the name of my turtle screen. Not a very good variable name, but it's okay. What's that?
Give me any name.
Yeah. We're just saying WN is equal to the turtle screen and WN is orange.
Okay.
So what have I done here? Somebody else. Essentially, I'm creating another turtle. I'm moving it up so that it doesn't draw anything. And then this one sets the position to the very bottom left corner. Because you think of it like a grid. Positive, positive, negative, positive, negative, negative, positive, negative, X and Y. So I'm putting it in the bottom left corner.
Okay, so like negative 300, just like the coordinates of it.
Yeah, just the coordinates.
So how much you can go to?
I assume infinity, but you know, it won't be on your screen or anything. That's probably really loud if I open that right there. So I don't know if this is a good idea with my stomach, but I figured just, you know, I kind of take the scorched earth approach. Anytime I get like an upset stomach, I eat extremely hot Thai food. I feel like that kills all the bacteria and or that. But that's it. Slash and burn. So what does this statement say? Somebody other than the usual group. I will call on you if someone doesn't raise their hand that's not, you know, like the three or four people that normally do it. What does this statement say? I don't think I've defined side yet, but let's just ignore that for now. Orange shirt. What does this do?
side will be a length of 4.
So I'm assuming that it's going to want me to say, I may have to do it at some point. Yeah, it doesn't actually say it. I may have to set my variable side, but essentially what this is going to do, assuming sides equal to 1, because remember, if I set side equal to 0, it's going to try to draw 5. Maybe that's what it wants to do. I'm not sure. Like I said, I haven't run it yet. So for side, whatever side's equal to in range 4. So if side's equal to 0, it's going to do 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So remember that whenever you're using for and while, or if you're using in range, or if you're doing anything with like arrays or lists, position 0 is always number 1, right? Because 0 is a character in programming. It counts as 1 essentially. So if you do print x equals 0, print x in range 5. How many prints are you gonna get? Blue hat. So 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. There you go.
So you count 0?
You always count 0 in Python, in programming, in general, unless you define it as side equals 1. If you start at 1, then it's going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember that if you want to do an explicit number of iterations through a loop. I'm sure most of you won't remember that, but at least it's in your ear now. So.
So this is the same as, or 4 is the same as y?
While they're structurally different, but they're both loops.
Why is it called my pen?
This is what it's defined as.
Okay. So it can be defined as anything.
Right. Because this is just a turtle, so we can call it Bob, Ted, whatever we want to call it. But yeah, it's a variable name.
Gotcha. Oh, okay. So
Or an object in this case. But
just like a variable. Or
yeah, we can call it variable or my pen 1.
Okay, so it's not what, like the words you write, it's what, like the
I could.
parentheses and the equal sign.
Yeah, that's this is just the variable. This is actually doing the stuff on the right's actually doing
Okay, so
stuff.
the stuff in the blue is doing stuff. Okay.
Well, just on the
Yeah. Okay.
this stuff right here are actual turtle functions that I'm using.
Okay.
And part of me is triggered by how they did this. It should be something like that or like that, but
No, that's one word.
yeah. But I encourage you guys to use either snake casing or camel casing and just use it always. But for this instance, I don't really care because I'm doing it. But I do care what you guys do. And stop sending me .py files, guys. Send me screenshots. I'm not gonna ask again. There's a couple of y'all that just a little behind the curve. I want a screenshot because I can't open .py at work and run it. I do most of my grading in between bashing my face against the wall. So if you ever get a snarky response, I'm probably having a crappy day. So just keep that in mind. So I'm gonna make another turtle.
This turtle's name is Player.
Yes. How do you oh, there we go. That's better. So what does this one do?
It makes a
No. Destiny? Is that you? Yeah, you are. What does this do? Let me scroll up that a little bit. Yeah, so we're making a new turtle, and it's changing it to a red diamond. Easy. Easy. I'll put a little more on there. That's a little too obvious. Let's see. You with the bun in your hair. I guess that's what they're called. Upward ponytail, I don't know, whatever. What does this part right here do? So we're creating two functions that whenever this function is called, the turtle will turn 30 degrees to the left or 30 degrees to the right. And we're creating a new variable called speed, and we're setting that as equal to 1 for now. So I'll open this to anybody. What does this do? This is a little trickier. This is something you'd have to have some programming experience to understand.
Is it making the speed of everything, adding one to it? Or?
Sort of. Anytime this is called. So these are called functions. You can call functions at any point, and it'll do whatever is in that function with whatever you're calling to. What is this word? What is that?
Global.
What does that mean?
So does it mean all the code you've written so far?
That means it's accessible by anything. So when you make a global variable, you can even pass it between Python scripts. So if you have one script that you want to call, if you have a global variable, you can freely call it between scripts. Or your web server can pull from that because it's a global variable. It's something that it can use. If you make it private, which I don't know if what the term is in Python, but if you make like a private variable or a what was it in Java? I think it was private in Java. Or no, it was public and private. Yeah, public and private. Public was the global version in Java, and then private is whatever it is in Python. So if you want to keep it just inside of this, you make it private. So the only way to access speed is this. Only this can actually touch speed. But that would be useless in this because we're going to call it to actually increase something outside of it. So don't worry about that stuff. We will talk about that in a future chapter. About that. Comma? Yeah, comma. Oops. You guys dig through the Python, the turtle stuff at all?
Yeah.
So what am I doing here?
Just setting what it does on keyboards.
Yeah. Whenever I press left, what function is it calling? Yeah. Whenever I press right, it calls turn right. So anytime I press the right key, it's going to call this function, and it's going to do that. It's going to tell the player turtle to turn right 30 degrees.
So you're like basically inputting the key down to do it.
And this one, whenever I press up, it's going to call the increase speed, which will increase the global variable speed by 1. Pretty simple, right?
Okay, so whenever you put speed equals 1, when you put global speed plus 1 plus equals 1, does that just increase the speed?
It just makes speed equal to 2.
Okay, I got you. So they're like a way to make it,
To decrease it,
we'll get there.
minus equals, yeah. Which I don't think it has that, but I could always, if we wanted to, we could always pipe that in there pretty easily. So while true.
Why is that up in parentheses right now?
What's that?
Why is up?
Oh,
So there's an extra parenthesis.
is that typoed? Good call. Good catch. I was testing you guys. I meant to do that. So what do you need? What does this one do? This one's a bit of a nightmare.
It's setting boundaries so we go off the map.
Yeah. I'm saying if it goes beyond the border, something's about to happen. So let's tell it what's going to happen.
Is it a respawn thing?
No, we're just gonna help them out a little bit.
Basically, you get the border turn around.
Pull a 180. You know why they called it the Xbox 360? People would walk up to it, dislike it, turn around 360 degrees and walk away. I'm sure you guys understand why that's ludicrous. This is full circle. So the meme community added, they walk up, try to play it, turn 360, and then moonwalk away. So makes it a little better. Oh man. Okay. You know what? Let's do this. Why work harder when you can work smarter?
That's real fun.
Let's carry.
The last thing I need is a typing practice. Like 65 words a minute, ish.
It's supposed to be played out left.
No, because it'll achieve the same goal. It'll turn it around. You could do left, but it doesn't matter. So, what is this? What is this statement right here? What is this little?
Basically, the difference between X and Y axis.
Yeah. So if you go beyond the Y coordinate or the X coordinate, this is the top and bottom of the box, whereas the other one's the left and right side of it.
So basically, with that right there, if I'm thinking correctly, once you get it started, just let it move by itself. It'll just hit the border and keep going in circles.
Yeah.
Right?
That's all this program's going to do. Now this is the part I don't really know if it's going to work, because I think this was written in Python 2, but we may have to change it to the input. Yeah. One negative thing about Notepad, it tries to fill in everything for you, which isn't always appreciated. So, all right. So what does this do? So it's asking, it's setting delay equal to press into whatever raw input I put in. If I push enter, it ends. Which actually I need to, now that I think about it, I need to move. Because this is all within that while loop. I think that's what it needs. I don't know if it'll, we'll try it. We'll see what it does. Okay. You guys understand why I moved everything over under the while? Why I moved this stuff over?
It's all part of it.
Right. It's all included within the while loop. So let's see if it works. Probably not. Inconsistent use of spaces and indentation. Did I? Yep. Oops. If delay is equal to. Something happened. Pin size is not defined.
So you just gotta make the pin size.
Pin size is included within Turtle, is it not? We need 3. There we are. Yeah, it's right there, so that's in there. Do I call it somewhere else? Oh,
It's not even thought.
yeah, that's what it is. I'm not calling a function, I'm trying to name a variable. That's what's going on. There's no shaped name diamond. Okay, we'll see.
So basically, it ran the code until it got to that point. Is that what crashing is in games?
Pretty much. They hit something in the
It's like some dookie code. You're like, okay.
Arrow, turtle, circle, square, triangle, classic. Okay, so this is, so in Python 3 it does not have that. So let's make our little dude a turtle. Turtle. It's not reading my input. This is probably all written in Python 2, and we are not using Python 2, so I anticipated. Where's my cursor? There it is. On key. Function and key. Ah, it looks like in this one it capitalizes them, so let's try that. I also wanted to, in all honesty, I expected this not to work, but at least you guys get to see kind of what the debug process looks like. Hopefully I'll get it to work at some point, so you guys aren't totally wasted, but you see how it's giving me errors, and then I more or less look them up. That's what programming is all about. Figuring out why isn't it working, Googling why isn't it working, and then finding, it needs to be capitalized for whatever reason, because I had no idea. You can do Python for 6 years and still have to Google crap. I have a guy, my buddy I work with. He's an older guy, but he's been doing PHP for 7 years, I think. In fact, he said 2010, so about 7, 8, probably more than that, depending on what time of year. So coming up on 8 years, he still Googles stuff. There's nothing wrong with that. You're not. If you ever get a programming job and you have Google open, no one's gonna be like, "Oh, you're stupid." You're just gonna. No, no one says that, because if they do say that, you go, "Oh, because you never Google anything." What about regex? Whenever you try to regex something, you Google that. Well, that's different. That's not our programming language. Yeah, okay. Whatever you say, buddy. So, don't feel bad, because I don't. All right, let's try it again. That is way too fast. Oh, that was drawing the thing. So raw input does not work. So I actually didn't have my turtle. It's just drawing the border, which wasn't really on the screen because my screen's jacked up. So raw input's not going to work. So let's use what we did here. I think we really don't need that. We can figure it out. So our function, we probably need to make a function. Let's define function break game. I'll stay with it. What did I call it? What was the string I called it? Exit variable. Okay. Anyone have any questions about what I just did?
Can you go back up?
I need to make that global.
Go back up to 24.
What did I do there?
Your speed is equal to 1 and your is false.
So I essentially made a Boolean decision at the very end. So as long as it's equal to false, then don't break the game.
Do you have 2 equal signs on that on 34?
Probably.
To give me a invalid syntax on it.
No, it should just be.
It would be for exit variable.
No, because I'm assigning it false. I'm assigning it and I'm not asking.
Oh, okay.
Let's see what assume says for me. So I don't know if you can do global. May have to break it up like they did. Let's do it how they did when in Rome. There we go. Well, apparently it doesn't like up.
You didn't change the enter at the bottom.
Where?
Right there. The on key breaking up.
Oh, up. Oops. Whoa. Apparently that is not a key. I'll try this, and if that doesn't work, I will just have to look it up. Nope, nope, doesn't like enter either. Okay, so I can do that. Down.
I think you have interest in it.
Key. Return. That makes sense. Probably gonna need to be capitalized. You see what I did there? Yeah. So let's do. And that's just kind of the fun of, because that help thing was probably written for Python 2. There we go. Whee!
No, help's actually working.
Okay, so this is all basic code for the game Snake. Maybe?
More or less, yeah. You can make snake out of this.
So basically having fun drawing a turtle.
Where'd my turtle go? He did.
Way off the screen.
He did.
You need
Oh, there he is.
It's Keisha.
Oh shit. Oh sh. Hold on, can I make this bigger? Hey, there's turtle. Oh, he is jacked up. Oh, he is all sorts of jacked up because he's hitting it at an angle.
Insert.
Do you think you might need a decrease speed command in there at all?
Yeah, we'll do a decreased speed, and we're gonna fix this bug too because this is a game-breaking bug. This is something that this is something Activision would put in their games.
Oh, yeah, you're not wrong.
Ah, no. So I think let's do two things. Let's yeah. So let's put a speed down, and let's fix that game-breaking error. And let's see what else can we do. Yeah, we can make octons pretty easy. If I type it fast enough, I'm able to make a circle. Oh, he broke. Oh god.
I don't know what this screen so much.
Well, let's see if enter works. Hey! There we go. So let's make some changes. This is pretty good, but I think we can make it better. I'm really excited that it works. Not gonna lie. So let's do. We haven't defined our function yet. Actually, you know what? Someone come up here and do this. Besides the usual 3 or 4, unless someone else come up and let's do this. I will guide you. Fear not. Glasses back there. Come on up. You're the next contestant on Can You Follow My Directions?
Is the code is right? Oh,
Is the code right? What's your name?
Code.
Trayvon. Welcome to the front of the class. Come on. Step on up to the captain's chair. Everyone get around to Trayvon. Come on.
Okay.
There we go. Okay. So first let's define our function. Yeah, there you go. Very good. What do you want to call it?
Decrease.
There you go. Ooh, good. Watch out for that Windows key. So give us 4 spaces. Very good. We don't need to do a global. We're just gonna do kind of like this, right? Oh yes, we do. Yes. Oh, it's already. Yeah, let's do that. Because if we do down initially, it'll. Okay, let's. It's gonna happen. It's gonna get funky because it kind of auto tabs it for you. So go ahead and delete this tab and give it 4 spaces. Okay, so we got our function. Let's clear that up and just make it look a little nice. Go to the hit enter and then hit backspace to clear that. Okay. So now what we need to do. Or a caller variable or method. Or I always say method. It's a function.
Increase
There we go. All right. Yeah, mine's a little different. You got to save it first anyway, but yeah, very good. Go ahead and sit down. Very good. All right.
I can put it in there now. Get down enough times that starts going backwards.
Yeah. Well, imagine if I push down, it's gonna go like. Oh nope, it goes nowhere. Woo! It's in reverse now.
Well, I mean, it's like if you keep hitting down, it actually speeds up going backwards.
Mm-hmm. What if I can do? If I do it super, let's go. This is like snail pace. If I do it super fast, I just hold it down. Doesn't like when I hold it down. Or maybe I hit the down button. Oh, I can almost make a circle. There we go. So, very good.
So basically just created a boredom killer.
What?
A boredom killer.
A boredom killer.
Boredom killer.
You get bored, just open that sucker up and start having fun.
Okay.
I
So,
like it, boredom.
so
Throw a picture.
I think a good way to fix the issue with it hitting the border is just to set it to go back to set the angle or set the destination towards 0. So anytime you hit a wall, it'll point directly back to the middle. So let's figure out how to do that. This is probably the last thing we do. So let's go back to this. Is there a set destination or set heading? There's a set position, so that's a little bit set heading. There we go. To angle.
Looks like it's just going to set it to actually turn into a certain direction, or turn a certain number of degrees whenever it hits it.
So I wonder if we can do. It might. Let's try it. Give it the old college try. You guys are in college, right?
Sure. Yes.
So,
Wait, is it college?
so where are we at?
Maybe down 48, 49, somewhere in
There it is. I don't think this is going. I think it's asking for an angle. So 0, 0 wouldn't be an angle. So let's see. I think that'll work.
Would there be a set destination coming?
Set destination will put it at that destination.
Well, I mean, hits the wall, automatically jumps you back to the middle.
Yeah, but that might mess with your drawing a bit. We don't want to take the easy way out. We want to take. We could make it go backwards. Set speed equal to -2. Let's do that. I think that'll be easier. So what do you think that's going to do? Hopefully, this will reverse it. And it'll slow you down so you can recoup. So let's give it a shot. Oops. So we do.
Nope.
Nope.
Just keeps on going and just slows it down. All through.
So actually what it does, okay, so what it's doing, it's starting off at 1. So if you were going faster than like 2, it would just stop it. It should have just stopped it. If you're going like 11, it'll just bring it back down to that. Well, no, it should set it to -2. So maybe that wasn't high enough number. So let's exit. Let's go crazy. Let's do see what this does. I'm just gonna tinker with it. Nope. That did not do it either. So that was a bad idea, but we learned about it.
Well, I think it slows it and then it just goes back to normal speed because it's not touching growth.
What'd you say?
It looks like it slows it, but it's not.
Well, it should hit
It's
it.
going forward,
It should hit this, and then it should go back to here, where with its speed set. So it's going through this. This is the game, right? Essentially, the actual engine right here. So it's going player 4 speed, whatever, and we're setting player 4 speed to -10. It's just as easy as the Vim and VI editor way to save it. See what this does. Well, I don't hate it. You hit it and it stops, lets you.
You use like turtle.home and have it just go back to home that way and keep moving, or
Yeah, and we can always set it back to 0. Put it back to play our turtle home. It does like to get stuck on stuff though. Now we're drawn outside the box and it's moving. Looks like it's moving left.
Is there any way you can make it like continue? Instead of having to turn around, it just goes to the other side.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can make it so that if it goes this way all the way, it'll come out the other side.
Yeah.
So we could do. What time is it? We got about 10 minutes. Let's see. Let's think about that. Set. So we'd have to set it. Player dot. Let's see. What is player set position? Turtle dot position. So essentially, what we'd have to do is set the turtle position to the opposite, and then turn it around. So we'd have to define turtle position equals x dot or x comma y, and then if this happens, set turtle position to negative x or y depending on the x core or y core. Because we have to do a 180, otherwise it just. Well, no, I guess we don't have to do a 180.
Should just keep going the same way, right?
It should, yeah. I wonder if it'll let us grab those variables. Let me think. Well, there's like an inverse x or y. Let's see. That would be easier.
I think it only gets stuck when you go a certain speed.
Because it's hit, essentially you're going beyond the barrier before it actually catches it. Something else Activision or EA would put in their game. do it. Wish there was a heading. Set heading, we already tried that. Well, we'll just do this. We'll just set position. What was this before? Set.
It's just gonna make it go back to the middle.
Yes, I believe so. So I borked something, which is all obviously possible. I should just go right back to true home. Whoop! That's kind of cool. So we can do this. That's pretty cool. Draw some Etch-a-Sketchy kind of crap.
So instead of set position, we used go to, it would just automatically jump directly back to 0, 0, right? Instead of actually moving, it would just automatically just disappear and reappear back in the middle.
Let's find out. I think these are synonymous. I don't think it'll do what we'd expect, but it might. Yeah, we'd have to lift the pen. Is what I'm assuming. Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to lift. We'd have to lift pen and then pen down once it got there. Which would be really easy if position 0, 0, pen down. Wouldn't be too terribly hard to do. That's pretty cool. I think it'll go faster. And then we can just keep. This is kind of a game like see how fast you can go without hitting the sides. How close you can get to it. So yeah. Oh, look at that. That's pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's all I wanted to show you guys.
Dude, you should stream this game.
And with what we've made, it wouldn't be terribly unfeasible to, add in a snake tail, add apples, if apple, set length, a little bit longer. And then, if pen runs over a line or something, break game, you lose. I mean, and then we can make a little random generator, wait 10 seconds, randomly generate a little apple somewhere or another turtle. And then if he eats that turtle, it gets a little longer.
Every time you hit one, it clones it. Clone it.
Yeah.
With the other turtles.
Yeah, or you can just clone another turtle, and it sets another turtle at true 0. And so then you control both turtles at the same time. I don't think it'll do that.
Well, can you do like Turtle 2 with WASD?
Mhm.
And then like
Yeah, and you can make a Tron game between the two turtles. So
Where they collide each other's walls and disappear.
yeah, exactly. So
what's like the command to make it disappear?
pen or I guess turtle hide or something like that. Hide turtle. That would make it still be doing what it's doing, but
Still there.
you would be able to see it. Yeah. So this is going to give you guys an idea of what you can do in Python and in Turtle. Hope you guys found this at least somewhat interesting and a learning experience.